Greetings, I am Cross Knight, and this is Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Now, I've been a little bit obsessed with this game since I got it. It is a indie, I think originally RPG Maker RPG, and it's about, I think it's $15, and it's worth it. It's a full RPG, it is 40 hours, it has its own mechanics. I mean, a few things you can tell it's like RPG Maker roots, but I certainly don't think that holds it back in any way. I do want to warn people, though, that it gets pretty dark and even a little bit gruesome. I mean, as gruesome as, like, pixel graphics are gonna get, like, you already see how it looks. It's not the most, like, it's not just a happy-go-lucky, like, romp. So I don't know, I just don't want to blindside anyone entirely. It has heavy influences from Earthbound. If you like Earthbound and are okay with, like, the creepy side of things, you're probably gonna like this. But yeah, I think I should just start after giving that tentative warning. It's not too bad. It's whatever. Let's do this. Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Open your eyes. Oh, what a sleepy boy. I thought you were going to sleep all day. Wouldn't that be a shame? Today's a special day. Do you know why? It's another day I can spend with you. We're going to do lots of fun things today, but first, you better get up, or I won't be able to move my legs anymore. Whew! I've been sitting way too long. Better pick up the pace. Race you home, Squirt. You're cheating. I was in a cutscene and couldn't move. All of these things are lies, because I'm using a controller. There's full controller support, but all the instructions are still in, like, PC report. I wouldn't be here if Mom didn't guilt me into it. Don't look at me like that. I'm hitting the weights after this. You should too, punk. Jimmy feels safe. At any time, you can hit the triangle button, and you can see how Jimmy feels about the area that he's in. Hello, Jimmy. Did you know that polyacrine crystals take several millennia to exacerbate? And who knows how long of one this size? Yet, this one seems to be supported by a newly formed cloud bridge. I have to add this to my notes. That's a healing fountain. What the? Oh. Hey, Jimbo. Me? Just taking a break. Seems like as good a place as any. Hot out today, huh? What a slowpoke. Your lucky second prize is cake. How does that sound? Oh, before I forget, did your father say anything about the new doghouse? No? I guess it's a surprise for all of us. I always wanted a dog, but you know how much Buck hates them. And your father's allergic to them. And cats, dust bunny, pollen, shellfish, cedar, well, most everything, really. Maybe he's on some new medication. If we're getting a dog, you better think of a cool name. I think the best name for a dog is Sparkles. Oh, I'll let you think it over. How about that cake? Wait right here, and I'll get cracking on that cake. Whoa. Hot out. Oh, Honey Bear! I'm so proud of you. Do you already have a dog picked out, or can we get one as a family? Oh, I want Sparkles to be big and fluffy. As much as I enjoy your machinations, Lemon Drop, I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't build the doghouse? What doghouse? You know I'm allergic to carpentry. The one right outside our front door. Oh, didn't see it. I must have been thinking about something. I love how absent-minded you are, Sugar Kisses. How about you head to our room and get ready for some adult fun time? Gross. If you'll excuse me. Baby, I want to make your favorite cake, but I'm all out of honey. I normally don't ask you to do stuff like this, but you've gotten stronger lately, and I know I can count on you. It's true. One day, Buck, Jimmy might be stronger than you. Yeah, right. Don't listen to him. He's a grumpy Gus. Maybe the grumpiest Gus I've ever met. Your father and I had long talks about changing his name to Gus, let me tell you. Jimmy, I need you to be a big boy and get some bee honey from Giant Garden. It's a long journey, and I know it'll be hard sometimes, but I know I can count on you because you're so smart and kind and tough. And if things get too hairy, your big brother Buck will be right there to help you out. Screw that. He needs to learn to fend for himself. Buck, you listen up. Your brother is still growing. He might be small now, but he's going to work and work and work because that's the type of person he is. But right now, he needs your help. I'm not going. How about Jimmy helps you clean your room first? You know, like I asked you to do weeks ago. And after you left those plates there for so long, there's that thing growing there. Fine. I thought you'd see it my way. Here, Jimmy, I made you a snack in case you get hungry. You got ants on a log. What a baby. And I know how cranky you can get when you're hungry, Buck, so here's a protein-packed sugar food for you. It's an ant on a log. It's the same thing. What? All right. I'll go to the stupid beehive to get some stupid honey from stupid bees. But you better pull your own weight. Ants on a log, by the way, if you don't know, is celery with peanut butter, and then raisins go on the peanut butter. For some reason, it is the default potion of this game. It's very specific food. Give me a sec, Jimbo. Maybe we'll play some games later. I snagged a near-mint copy of Cyborg Ninja Street Force Brawlers online the other day. That sounds great, and should be a real game. And I am sad that it may not be. Yet. Also, we got a so again, it's an RPG. Buck is level 2, Jimmy is level 1. Whenever you're in battle or on the menu, all the characters are represented with these, like, pixel wireframes. Got the power of imagination. You can also see, which is really cool, the different type of personalities that people have. My brother, Buck, is brash, and he has a 25% chance of attacking twice. Well, guessing I can't go there due to the police tape. It's the bathroom. Well, you heard Mom. Get to work. It seems to be growing from something. Do you want to smell it? Yes. Ugh. It smells like old garbage and gym shoes. Do you want to touch it? And how? Uh-oh. It didn't seem to like that. The first time I did not smell it. I'll tell you that much. All right, attack. So very Earthbound, right? There'll be a link at the, well, no, at the end of the video, there'll be a link to the playlist. But I have an Earthbound LP if you want to know what I'm talking about, if you somehow don't. It is one of the more LP'd games on the site. So Buck actually has his own abilities right now. Inner Rage turns him into a crazy berserker where he'll constantly attack the enemies, but you can't do anything else unless he dies and you revive him. Magnificent Combo is 300% physical damage. Bully is 150% damage, and Insult stuns people for 1 turn. The stun actually works really cool in this game, but I'm not going to get into it. Buck punches with gusto. Jimmy attacks, not nearly as much damage. So yeah, this is something that is growing from his room because he didn't throw anything out. Alright, Buck pushes and mocks the enemies. He beats the crap out of them. That's not entirely what that said, whatever. Buck is actually running pretty low on mana. Oh, crap. So the Blob just used a move called Counter, where if anyone physically attacks him, he will physically attack them back with ×3 force. I think I'm gonna insult you. Stupid Blob with your stupid head of banana. Alright, so he was only stunned for 1 turn, though. I'm gonna do it. Inner Rage! Buck psychs himself up into a frenzy. The Revolting Blob tells a joke. It makes you want to hit him. So Buck is going to attack automatically, and crap, Buck is going to get attacked back for it now. Ooh. He is done. Jimmy did his best. 25 experience and $5 found. Jimmy imagines himself in school. He doesn't look like himself today. He looks like a big, green, gross blob. But he doesn't care. He's happy this way. He's making fart noises and pushing his slime around. The teacher has stopped talking and is staring at him. Jimmy doesn't care. He thinks it's hilarious. The other kids are laughing too. This makes Jimmy really happy. The teacher is asking him to leave for being disruptive. When Jimmy gets up, he rips one for real. Oh man, it's ripe. The room is filled with toxic gas. The children are clamoring for the door. The teacher is screaming. The wallpaper begins to peel. Jimmy belches out a laugh and goes to play outside with his friends, but no one will get near him anymore. Jimmy finds a nice, cozy hole in a tree and squeezes inside. Jimmy can now turn into a Revolting Blob. As a Revolting Blob, Jimmy can utilize the power of being universally hated to force monsters to fight him. He can also squeeze into tight spaces that he otherwise wouldn't be able to. Hey friends, Information Guy here. You might be asking yourself, why would Jimmy want to turn into that? Well, let me tell you something, Buster. There are tons of worse things one could turn into, like a bug or a doorstop, or that stray hair that fell on your shirt and makes your back itch. But that's not important. Let's talk about Jimmy. Jimmy has the power of empathy. This means that he can feel the way others feel, including the Revolting Blob you just walloped. Jimmy can now access the Imagination section of the menu. There you can equip skills that you learn from winning battles and gaining experience. In addition to regular experience points, you'll gain Imagination experience for whichever form you finish a battle with. By leveling up Jimmy's forms, you'll gain new abilities that you can equip in the Imagination menu. Most of the skill slots can only be used in Jimmy's normal form, but skills equipped with a starred slot can be used no matter what Jimmy is transformed into. Shut up, nerd! Jimmy can also use field actions when he's transformed. How do you do it? It's easy. Just press the field action button. Alright, whatever. If you want to transform into different... Alright, this is all, like, literally fourth wall breaking controller instructions. Right now, Jimmy only has 2 forms, but this is just the start of your adventure. Imagine all the fun things you can be. You'll have a jaw-jiggling good time. Jaw-jiggling. Now, that's a good compound adjective. My dad used to make fun of me for liking compound adjectives so much, but if we're being candid here, he was a head-scratchingly bad father. The truth is, I'm the kind of guy that just likes a good hyphen, and he could never appreciate that part of me. It's okay. Sometimes we've got to be bullheaded into this rock-tapped river we call life. What about you? Do you like hyphens? Or do you call them dashes? I'm a hyphen kind of guy myself, but I'm not going to fault you for being a dash man. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Do you have any strong opinions about punctuation? Would you like me to repeat that? No. Well, he's dead. As I it's a, see, it's a little bit dark. It's not like, and that's as dark as it ever got. Let me see here. Don't touch my stuff. So yes, the primary unique mechanic of this game is the power of empathy. If you notice, his personality was brash. Jimmy's personality is empathetic. This allows... You can be like others if you know how they feel. Allows the use of imagination abilities. Also, I have a nice Jonathan Bear t-shirt and a pop gun as my weapon. Yeah, now the imagination menu is opened up, and you can see I have Revolting Blob. So, I was confused about this for a very long time because they only tell you once and then never tell you again. These are abilities that you can get. The ones that are starred, I can use when I'm in any form whatsoever, because you can switch during battle. All the other ones you can only use when you're Jimmy, because otherwise there's no reason to be Jimmy. He can just use more abilities, and the abilities you can learn are over here. So if I turn into the Revolting Blob, I'll have all of these abilities by default. I don't need to unlock them. But if I want to use them all in other forms, I need to get to level 5, 15, 40, and 50. Then there are these abilities that you have to equip in order to use. At level 10, I am immune to Sick, which is just poison in this game. And this would give me plus 50% defense, which is huge. So, poke it, punch it, slap it. It just jiggles back into its normal shape. Well, that's that. And there's how you turn into the different forms. I can just be Jimmy. I can tell you that I feel safe. But if you're the Blob, instead of knowing what he thinks, that will cause an instant random encounter. So if you're training, you don't have to look for random encounters. You can just use the Blob, and it's cool. People in the game don't seem to perceive that Jimmy is those different forms, which makes me think he's not actually turning into the forms. He's just imagining so much of what to be that he can do stuff. That being said, it's kind of directly contradicted since he's able to slip through bars and stuff when he's a slime, so maybe it's just best not to think about. Maybe the developer just didn't want to write several dialogue options for the many forms you could turn in. That would have been way more work for them. This is... Oh, this is Lars's room. Okay. An open window. That is the song that's playing right now. There are jukeboxes later on. You can get songs. A lot of treasure chests are just songs. Then you can listen to the music of the game. Lars is my uncle. I don't know if they've said that yet. There he is. When you get back, let's watch more Battle Girl Maiko. I'm not much of a betting man, but I think Devila is a real shot for taking over the universe now that her dark energy ray is almost complete. Let me know if you run out of snacks, buddy. I'll hook you up. If you don't have any more ants on a log, he'll give you more ants on a log, which is good, because... That was weird. It's good because there's no shops that you have access to right now. So yeah. Snap. So here we go. This is the world map. My first task is to get through Cloud Valley. Also, you can save at any time. Alright, so I just saved 3 times because I didn't want to show, like, I have endgame content in the first slot, so I moved it to the bottom. But yeah, simple save. You have multiple save files. It's good to save off, and it's good to make multiple save files too, just in case you want to go back. It's another toy chest. Got emergency exit. That lets you leave a dungeon instantly without walking back. Noticing strange punctuation marks lately? If you see a red exclamation point, that means the enemy encounter is unavoidable. However, if you see green exclamation points, then you're a high enough level to avoid them. So, I'm sure there we go. Unavoidable fight. So, we've got Eddie and Nimbus. Nimbus fires a bolt of electricity. Eddie flexes. What a physique. So, Buck was stunned. He was startled. That's the same thing when he insults people. It lasts for 1 round. So, note it didn't happen that time. Alright, jeez. I'm getting a big tutorial on this faster than I wanted. It lasts for 1 round, so let's say you're faster than the person, and they stun you, it does nothing. Because your turn will end and then it'll get reset. When you get stunned, you then get a status called alert. When you're alert, you can't be stunned. So they can't stun you over and over and over again. They can stun you once, then you have 1 round where you can't be stunned. If they stun you again, then the next round you will be alert for 2 rounds, and it goes on and on like that. All the way up to 5 rounds, so that eventually you can only be stunned once every 5 rounds. Now you, bam, stunned the wrong person. Buck was able to annihilate you. So this is Windy, huh? Jimmy is now level 2. Now, I've been fighting as Jimmy. That's actually not a great thing to do, because I'm not getting any imagination experience. That's the biggest issue with Jimmy and why I pretty much don't use him throughout the entire game. Ooh, that's an avoidable battle, but I'm gonna do it. And you can transform instantly, it doesn't take your turn. But there's a 3-turn cooldown, so I can't just turn into something else until 3 turns pass. But now I have the power of a gross, disgusting slime face. I'm gonna use it to make them attack me. Then Buck will have free range. Jimmy quivers like a mesmerizing lava lamp. I think it said something like that. Now, I did that so that he would stun Jimmy, who can't do a lot of damage, instead of Buck. And that happens for 5 turns. I will be continually attacked for 5 turns. Buck will be safe, as long as it's not a multi-targeting attack. I love the victory music, too. Oh. Okay, you're big. Cumulus. Alright, so I'm going to do this. This is a poison attack. It makes him sick. Puff apologizes for being weak. You better. So he's poisoned. Bam. Now, the cool thing about poison in this game is it works on everyone. There's no boss that's immune to it, so it works on bosses. So poison's actually worth using, which is not the case in a lot of RPGs. So you notice I just leveled up my imagination. So I'm now closer to unlocking Sticky Phlegm for everyone. But more importantly, every time I level up the blob, I get +1 defense in addition to what other levels up Jimmy's gets. What are you doing? Oh well, can't get to him. If you ever get startled, okay, they're literally describing about startled, but that's I already told you guys this, so don't matter. There's a fish. I'll talk to that information guy in a sec. Now, part of me wants to go back home, because then I can get all of my MP back. But for right now, I'm just gonna look around a little bit longer. But yeah, that fountain at home restores all of your health and MP. Interesting. I said I was gonna make mental notes, so there's these things that you can find throughout the game. And I think I just saw one that I didn't know about. So this is Cloud, home. I don't know. Cool. I'm using a notebook, guys. It's like old school style there. I just canceled the battle. Hey, Jimmy. I don't mean to pry, but you're using your transformations, aren't you? Remember, the Revolting Blob can squeeze into tight places. There's a lot of times when you'll need to change into a different form in order to find stuff, so make sure you keep an eye out. 2, make sure... That's the wrong form of 2, sir. And you're so obsessed with punctuation. 2, make sure... Oh, wait. 2, make sure... To make sure to look at the... That's definitely not the correct 2. You gain... Alright. I keep on explaining things, but, and then he explains it. Not that there's anything wrong with your normal form, Jenny. You should have a positive self-image. I'm going to stop talking now. Loop. So only slime form Jimmy can get through this area right now. Ooh, toys. Yeah, the box is filled with sparkles. Some Moxie points have been recovered. And I just got another music. Moxie points are your MP. You thought it stood for magic points, didn't you? But no. It's Moxie. Whee! Oh. So, I wanted this first episode to be short, I have to be honest. Because I just wanted to give a brief intro in case someone wanted to get this game without showing too much. So, I think I'm actually going to stop it before I get through this area, as this is, you know, this is the intro. So yeah, I'm just gonna mosey on back up to the house, and then I'll be back here. And yeah, I defeated that. There's a battle that I cut out already, because yeah. Wow, he only had 8 HP. Oh, those are the days. Buck is now level 3. Now, I could use my emergency exit to get out, but it shouldn't take me too long to get out of here, especially if I can skip the battles. I love it whenever you go to the map. I mean, it takes a little bit, but just the little click that happens, it's just kind of satisfying. As you can see, full health. Click. I would frequently actually click my fingers whenever it went off, because it's just so clicky. But, should make another note. Alright, I am Cross Knights. Thank you very much for watching. I generally don't like to have 2 of the same type of games going on, and this is another RPG, but, you know, it's a different type of RPG than Dark Cloud, so hopefully it won't make people too sad. But I really do like this game. It's if you like this type of genre, it's good. And the fact that they let you skip random encounters, like, come on. So good. Like, I don't know why every RPG doesn't have a similar thing where if things are too weak, you could just explore. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you try your best.